welcome to today's live event on how to develop an online course. This is week 5 or part 5 of these video recordings that are streamed live on YouTube. And they are part of a course, a 5-week course called How to Develop an Online Course Using Moodle. So I hope you are well wherever you are, and you're watching this video to learn more about week 5. A little bit about the moderators of this 5-week free online course. I am the lead moderator. I've been moderating these Moodle courses collaboratively with others since 2009. And the reason is that I believe educators would benefit from taking these free online courses so they can not only improve teaching online and specifically using Moodle, but also learn that collaboration and engaging learners of all ages, whether teachers, students, is a very, very inspiring activity. So you can read a little bit about me there and go on with our next moderator, who has also been moderating these workshops, courses, hands-on, specifically courses for a couple of years. And she's coming to us from Iran. She also has a doctorate in a very similar topic, which is curriculum and instructional technology. A little bit about week 5. Let's take a look at it. By the end of the week, you will have done the following. Attended, as you are right now, attending this live event, if you're here on Zoom, or whether you're watching the streaming on YouTube or the recording in the course, or on YouTube, of course. That's your first activity. The second one is to summarize all your posts from weeks 1 to 5. No need to do the pre-course week. Weeks 1 to 4 are fine, with a tool called PDF Gear Chat AI. You will also showcase and reflect on the activities that you created using the AI in weeks 1 to 5, using audio and video screen recording tools. You will publish the videos on YouTube or Vimeo, or embed them directly in the platform, the message area where your answers will go. You will also upload your work on your individual Padlet wall or any other curation wall of your choice. The list is available, and I'll be sharing that later on. You'll also, in addition, there are 2 activities. The second activity is to create a book. Yes, you're going to publish a book so that you can keep all your work in one place in a book format to showcase your work. And the name of the tool is Book Creator. And of course, once you complete the course, you'll be able to fill in the EVO 2024 feedback form. So that's what's ahead in week 5. Before you get started with week 5, I'd like you to take a moment, actually a few moments, and pause before you get into week 5. Take a walk so that you can be in a better place to showcase and reflect weeks 1 to 4 of the course. Preferably the walk should be, or you would benefit if the walk is around nature, in the park, in the woods, in your garden, anywhere where you can enjoy walking and creativity. And there's a nice article, research. There are lots of research out there, but there's one particular one from 2022 by Ratcliffe et al. understanding the perceived benefits of nature and creativity. And you've been doing amazing work these past 4 weeks, not only in this course, but you've also attended other courses, and you need a break before starting week 5. These are the activities. As I mentioned, there are actually only 2 tasks that you need to do, but you'll also have a chance to go into the open forum and decide on any topic of your choice, the Zoom meeting takeaways, or any other topic. You'll also get a chance to do the activity, the first one, showcase on a curation wall, then watch a book creator tutorial, and then submit your book, your published book, which can be embedded, and it's better if you embed. I think that's the best choice. So please consider embedding. And then once you finish all of that, as I said before, you'll have a chance to do the feedback and fill in the form for EVO 2024. Right, so let's start with a little bit about how you're going to do this, with what tools. Well, first of all, showcase and reflect. You will do and add it to a Padlet wall or any other curation wall. You will use PDF Gear Chat AI to summarize all the posts. You don't have to do it yourself, because PDF Gear will do it for you. It's an AI that will allow you to upload the PDF file that you get from Moodle of all your posts, and then it'll be able to analyze your posts, come up with a summary, and maybe some questions if you want to quiz us on it. And you're going to reflect. Now, the reflection is not AI, it'll be done by you, because that's a human activity. So this is what PDF Gear Chat AI looks like. Notice the download is free for Windows, for Apple devices, for the Android, and of course the iPhone. It not only summarizes huge files, unlimited files that are really, really heavy, it'll deal with it. It can also convert one file format to another, text to PDF, to images, to slides, to Word, MS Word, and others. So it's really a very, very useful tool, and it's completely free. You will add both the PDF file and your reflection, as well as the next activity, to your chosen curation board. Now, make sure that your curation board allows you to upload files. I would go with Padlet, because with Padlet, you can also download the whole thing and save it on your computer. So it'll stay with you. Because Padlet, the free version of Padlet, is only for 3 walls. So what's the process? How do you go about doing this? Summarizing the posts, because I've had over 500 posts just for one particular course. Imagine how many posts I had for all my courses. But make sure that if you're taking more than one course, that you only go into your course in your profile. In your profile at the top right, you'll get a list of all your courses. You'll click on one in order to get a complete report. You'll see the report in your profile. So first of all, you download PDF Gear Chat AI, and then you access your course profile at the top right. Click on the course that you want to access the posts. All your posts, they're all there. and then go to the reports. Now, there are a few reports. You're going to choose complete report so that you can get all the discussion forms, all your responses. You can't get anybody else's, only yours, okay? For privacy issues, you can only access your work, nobody else's. You click on the right of your mouse or pad to access print. So you go to complete report, you click on the right of your mouse or your pad, and then you access print. Under destination on print, you choose save as PDF. I'm sure most of you know how to do this, and so it's been a feature for years. And then you save the PDF file on your device. Next, you open PDF GearChat AI, which is already on your computer, and then ask for a summary. There's a chat, an AI chat, and you ask for a summary. Now, it may give you very short summaries, so insist on more detail. Keep saying more details, so you can get a more comprehensive summary, not just a few words. And then you choose your curation wall. I'm sure you chose it before already from the list that's available in a minute. And then you add the summary, PDF Gear Chat AI summary, and then you upload the original PDF file of the complete report to the curation board of your choice. So those are the steps. They're also available in the course, of course. I'm just sharing the slides of the course. We'll go into the course for further detail. That's one activity. There's another activity that you're going to include on your curation board. You're going to choose a screen recorder from the list that's available. You go back to weeks 1 to 4 of the course. You take us on a tour of the work you did in weeks 1 to 4. You go over the tasks and reflect on the process and what you learned. You include the video that you created, and you either embed it or you upload it into your curation wall. Here, you don't have to embed on your wall. For example, on Padlet, you just upload it as an MP4, and that's fine. And then you share the link of your curation wall, or you embed it in the discussion forum. It's a lot better if you embed it, because then we can view it straight from the message area, and we don't have to go around into other websites. On Moodle, it's always a good idea to encourage students, even require them, to embed everything, whether it's videos, PDF files, everything, or MP4s, of course. And then you reply to at least one other participant's post. So that's the second part of the first task, which is showcase and reflect. So showcase and reflect has two parts. One is with the PDF Gear chat, and the other one is with a screen recorder. And these are the screen recorders that you can choose from. Notice I took out Canva. With technology, things change all the time. For example, Google Bard, since February 8th, is now called Gemini. So every recording that I created of Google Bard is no longer relevant, because now it looks slightly different. Same with these screen recorders. Sometimes they change. For example, ScreenPal used to be called Screencast-O-Matic. They shortened the name because they thought it was too long after about 10 years, maybe longer. And now they call it ScreenPal. And then there's Edpuzzle, Loom. Loom you can embed, ScreenPal you can embed all of these. Vimeo, you don't need to embed, you simply paste the link of the video. Some of these are long, some are shorter. You can also use Padlet to screen share. And you might want to do that, since if you use Padlet as your curation board, that might be the fastest way to do it. And these are your video publishers. If you're using a video that you can't embed, a recorder, sorry, that you can't embed, use one of these video publishers, such as YouTube, Vimeo. If you're using YouTube and you don't want the world to know about your video, simply make it unlisted. Don't make it private because we won't be able to see it. Make it unlisted. And Vimeo as well, you can just paste the video. Google Drive is a great way to store your videos. And you can also embed. So please embed Google Drive's videos. Streamable, Dropbox, all of these can be embedded. I'm not sure about Canva because Canva is changing all the time. They're making it very restrictive for the free accounts. Only the paid accounts get the old features. They're restricting us. And these are the curation walls you can choose from. I would not choose idea boards or some of the others here. You'll try them out. Maybe Mural and Myral, not appropriate. I would go with Padlet or Wakelet. Both of them are amazing. With Wakelet, you have unlimited places for your videos and audios, and you can upload your PDF files. You can create a really nice Wakelet page for your work. So either Padlet or Wakelet would be my choice, but you can choose any others. It's up to you. Right, so that's the first activity with its two parts. Let me let you unmute yourself in case you have any questions. Feel free to ask. Just unmute or use the chat box about the first task with its two parts. Let's go on to the second task. The second task is a book publishing task where you will be publishing your work as a book using Book Creator. I don't know if you've used Book Creator before. It's absolutely free and it's amazing. And students love it. So whatever you're doing, remember, you do what you want your students to do eventually. You're just getting the experience, but the idea is for your students to use the same tools and be content creators, which is what they love. They love creating content, and that's how they learn. That's how you're learning too. So Book Creator, you have a recorder that you can share your audio, you can share videos, you can share lots of images using Microsoft, as I did with designer.com, or with Google Bard, now called Gemini. I have to get used to the new name, Gemini, Google Gemini, and maybe others that you're familiar with. Lots of image generators out there. And the more images you have in your book, the more you will enjoy creating it and your accomplishments at the end of the book. When you publish it and let the world know what you did in these 4 weeks, and you did a lot. So you should be very, very proud. And one way of showing it to the world is through a book. You will have at least 6 chapters. One chapter where you introduce what you did in the course, an introduction to the course. Remember not to include the pre-session, only weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then a conclusion. That's 2 chapters, and then 1 chapter for each week. A chapter for week 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 6 altogether. You may have more if you wish. That would be great, such as recommendations, creditation, giving credit. You can have as much as you wish. You can also add your Padlet information to your book. It's up to you. Remember all the images that you used, the lesson plans that you used to create your lessons. and other videos. You may use tables, and I highly recommend using tables that can be generated for free with ChatGPT 3.5 or any other generator. You can try them out. If you wish, you don't have to, just to make life easier. And using the generators, AI generators, is just fine to save time. Notice for this, I used an AI generator. I think it was then Google Bard, now called Gemini. But when I used it, it was Google Bard. On the steps, I asked Google Bard, what are the steps to creating a book creator? And this is what I got. Sign up. The first step is to sign up for a book creator. Visit Book Creator. The link is here, and you can get this presentation at the beginning of the course, and you click sign up. Unless you have an account already, then you just sign in. Now you choose to sign up as a student, educator, or individual creator. I would choose educator, and you follow the prompts to create an account. Next, you start a new book, just like that. You click on New Book button at the top left-hand corner, choose a book the size that you want. You may want to change it. You select a template, lots of templates, and then you click to begin. There are also lots of examples. There's a video that I also shared in the course that you can view. Step 3, design your book. Use the plus button to access tools for adding text, images, audio, video, quizzes, and so on. And I think it's a nice idea to have quizzes so that people engage with your book on Moodle. And you can decide on a title of your book. You arrange the content by clicking and dragging. You drag images and so on. And you add pages as needed. But you need to have, remember, 6 chapters, as many pages as you wish. And then to enhance your book, you can add themes, backgrounds, transitions. You use hyperlinks and, again, interactive elements like quizzes and polls. Number 5 is polish and publish. There's proofreading, and then you share to select which publishing option you want, including embed code. And then you go to the tools in the Moodle course, and then to the source code of the editor. And I'm speaking about TinyMCE, not Auto. With Auto, it's called embed code. And your message area, paste the embed code in the highlighted area of the source code, save and post to forum. That easy. And this is what it looks like. This is an example of my book. And by the way, I never finished this book, but I did publish a real book that's available in the bookstores and on Amazon as an inspiration. I called it Connecting Online, Let's Learn Together, but the actual book is called Learning Never Stops. There's a Kindle, PDF, digital version, as well as a book, a soft cover book, if you're interested. Learning Never Stops. It's based on Connecting Online. But the inspiration came from Book Creator, which is kind of interesting. All right, even though I called it AI in education. So notice what's here when you want to share. You go to the 3 dots, and then you've got all these options: full screen, copy link to book, copy link to page, download QR code, which is also a good idea, by the way, share to class, and then embed on your website. And here it's the Moodle, our course on Moodle. And again, you do it by going to the editor, the source, tools, source code, and then just paste it in the highlighted area and post to form. Any questions up to here? I don't see any questions. So if there are, feel free to use the comment box if you're on YouTube, or if you're in the course in the support forums. By the way, the course content, and you can stay there in the course until the summer, until July, but you have to finish all the tasks by February 18th, midnight, wherever you happen to be. You cannot do any of the activities after February 18th. The course ends, but you can stay there, but you cannot add or reply or post anything. So make sure that you hurry up and finish all your work by February 18th. So you have another week to do that. And a few reminders again, if you want to work really fast and you want me to work really fast, if you have a question and you'd like an answer right away, please add the permalink. Every discussion forum, everything has a permalink. And if you share the permalink, I'll go straight there and check your work or see what's happening. But if I don't see the permalink and you share a screen or something else, it's going to take me longer. And then we'll start messaging each other back and forth and wasting our times because you want to finish and I want to help you finish by checking your work. So please share the permalink. As to subscribe and unsubscribe, decide if you don't want to get all the notifications, unsubscribe. If you want to subscribe to a specific, like a support form to get an answer, to be notified, then do that. But you don't need to be subscribed to all the discussion forums. When it comes to images, please do not add a huge image as is. Resize it so that it's 400 up to maybe 600 at the most. It shouldn't be too big. Click on the auto size and you can put it at the bottom, in the middle, at the top, that's fine. But make sure that this image is decorative only, is ticked off, or it won't go. And if you're sharing a link because you can't embed, like this one, for example, then please make sure that you set the link to open in a new window so we don't leave the Moodle site and then try to find our way back to where we were. Okay, so we don't want to use the back button because that could be problematic. It may log us out. So make sure that whatever link you add, you paste it, you go into advanced in the discussion forum, and then you paste it, enter a URL, and then open in a new window. Your backpack, and congratulations, since you'll have a chance to get 6 badges, and you probably have at least 1, if not more. I'm sure you have 2+. To connect to your backpack, if you're having problems, make sure that the location is the United States, no other location when you create an account. Even if you live in China or in South America or anywhere else in the world, Africa, Western Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere, Eastern Hemisphere, wherever you happen to be, choose the US location. And then you will be able to connect. It works. People who had problems came up with the idea. It's not my solution. One of the participants realized that it's all about the USA because that's how the Moodle connects. So it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's nobody's fault. It's just something that Moodle created to go with the USA. And this is how it's done. You open up the menu and you get Badger.io. You add your email, and then you'll get, and of course, your password, not your email password. And then you'll get notifications in your email, and then you'll be able to connect. You click on connect, and you'll be verified. Another thing that's really, really important is your name, because you're going to get a certificate and you want your name to be on it. The way It is. Now, if it's in a foreign language and you want it to stay in the foreign language, that's fine. But why am I mentioning this? Because you logged in, created your account, registered, whatever you want to call it, signed up on the Moodle site with an authentication method called social services. And the social services that are available on this particular Moodle site are Yahoo, Gmail, Facebook, and Microsoft. We used to have LinkedIn, but that stopped working. So whatever system you use to log in, and you can use two. If you're using Facebook and you use Facebook with your Microsoft account or with your Gmail account or your Yahoo account, that's fine. You'll be able to connect your Facebook as well so that you can log in with as. However, you will need to go to your social service. In other words, you'll need to change your name the way you want it to appear on your certificate in Google for your Gmail, in Yahoo, or Microsoft. You'll have to make the change there. Otherwise, you may get a certificate that shows Nellie 123, and nobody wants that, or some other thing, because when you created your account, you may have added the date you were born, or you may have added your initials or something else, or just something like I love peanuts. I mean, a lot of people did that, but that's what's going to appear on your certificate. And you don't want Nellie 123 to appear on your certificate. You also don't want small letters. For example, you don't want Nellie with an underscore or Nellie with a small n instead of a capital N, and Deutsch with a small d instead of a capital D. You want the letters to appear as they should, because this is a professional certificate and it should have your name on it the way it is and not something else, your official name. So that's something you'll have to do. If you want to change it back after you get your certificate, that's fine. But just to get your certificate, change your name, access your certificate when you finish the course. Of course, you have to finish all the tasks, and then you'll be able to undo the change in name. Okay, I hope that that's clear. And these are the weekly badges. Notice there's a pre-session because you worked so hard, you deserved a badge. So there are 3 badges, week 1 and week 2. And then there are 3 other badges for weeks 3, 4, and 5. Notice altogether 6 badges. The 6 badges will mean that you actually completed the course, but that's not the only way you can find out whether you completed the course. You can go to the block on the right and completion progress and see what needs to be done. You may not have viewed an activity and it's not ticked as done. You could also go through each week and see whether all the activities have done next to them. Notice there are now certificates of completion for those of you who have completed the course from the EVO 24 coordination team. And of course, if you're a moderator, you also get a certificate of excellence. And I'd like to invite you. Once you finish the course, you will be able to moderate next year and the years to come. So we're looking for volunteers. I think it's a very rewarding experience. Teaching in general is a very rewarding experience. I don't have to tell you that since most of you are educators. That teaching is a way to learn. We learn when we moderate. We learn when we work on a course. It's all a learning process. And I think, Zainab, you have been moderating for a while. Maybe you can describe the feeling and why anyone would want to do such a thing. And it's all on a voluntary basis, but there are rewards. Anything you'd like to add, Zainab?
It's amazing because you have connection with other teachers. You will learn from other teachers around the world, and you will learn a lot of things. It's amazing. Every
Thank
year
you.
I learn new things. The course is the same, but the materials are not the same. And also the teachers, their experience. Yes, it's amazing for me.
I agree with you. I also learn, and I've been doing this since 2009. It's a learning experience. Every time you teach, and you know this from your classes as well, new students, different students
Yeah,
with different ideas, backgrounds, cultures, and so on. And we're always
exactly.
learning. And I think, yes, go ahead.
Yes, exactly. I agree with you.
That's what teachers do best, learn. So and it's wonderful when it's in collaboration. I think that's one of the things the teachers keep mentioning in these courses, in these Moodle courses, that they learn together with others. It's not just learning on your own with just the resources or watching videos. You're learning from each other. So there's a lot of peer learning involved, especially with the
And
videos, because you're creating your own videos, but you're watching other people's participants' videos as well. Yes, go ahead,
yes,
Zainab.
and the way they teach is very amazing. They are very creative, and the way they teach is very different from other teachers. And um, I think they are great teachers. And
Exactly. We're
yes,
learning from great teachers. That's right, because
yes,
the participants are teachers, and I think that's one of the amazing things. Teachers teaching teachers
exactly.
is what it's about.
Yes,
Thank you. And these are the references that you used in the reading. And this is a chance for Zainab and I to thank you for being part of the course and enabling us to learn with and from you. So, Zainab, I think you agree with me that
yes.
we have a
Thank you.
lot to be thankful
Thank
for.
you for taking this course.
And that was created with Google Drive and an add-on that comes with it. So thank you, and thank you for making this course so special. And we're looking forward to, because you haven't quite finished, week 5. So we're looking forward to your input and the final course, your course, so that you can share. By the way, you can continue working on your course. After you complete all the activities, you have a chance to continue modifying and perfecting your course so that you can give it maybe as an EVO session next year in EVO 2025. That will be great. If you, that's a way to give back to the community by offering your course, but you can also offer your course to your students and so on. So more about that during week 5. Feel free to use the support form for questions, and questions are always a way for all of us to move forward, because we learn so much from the questions. And feel free to answer each other's questions as well, because that's also empowering. Have a wonderful week.
You,
And tomorrow we
yeah.
start week 5.